My name is Luis Presenio. I'm 24 years old, and I'm applying to the San Diego State University Master's Degree in Education, emphasis in Counseling hybrid program. I'm from a small town named King City, which is in South Monterey County, located in the Central Coast part of California. It is known for agriculture and is often referred to as the salad bowl of the world because of its massive produce industry. I am here to answer the video questions part of the application. The first question asks, what are you most passionate about, and why are you interested in becoming a mental health professional, counselor, or educator? I am most passionate about becoming an educator, but I wouldn't rule out me possibly someday down the road becoming a mental health professional or counselor, as they both do interest me, and that is why I feel like this program would benefit and provide me with all the tools and knowledge to advance my professional career. I am currently a physical education teacher for grades 9 through 12 in the Los Angeles Unified School District at West Adams Prep High School, located in downtown Los Angeles. As an educator, I often find myself stepping into the roles of a mental health advocate, counselor, and teacher, depending on the kind of support my students need at any given time. What inspires my commitment to my passion of being an educator is the significant role you can play and the lasting impact you can have on a young person's life. Also, what drives my passion is that I'm a first generation Mexican American in this country who comes from a single mother household, and I was the first person in my family to graduate from a university, all while learning how college worked as I went along through college. So from my experience, I know firsthand all the questions students may have, regardless of their social, economic, or family educational background. But I also know what questions the kids from this generation currently have, as I support my students with their higher education and future career questions. I always share my experiences and remind my students of all the positives and all the opportunities that can come from pursuing higher education, because I feel like if there would have been more of those conversations when I was in high school, I believe my classmates and I would have benefited from it and felt more prepared for college. As a physical education teacher, my goal is to not only help students learn how to live healthy lives and understand the benefits that come with it, but also to hopefully prepare them for their future and be someone they feel comfortable turning to for support or questions, both in and out of the classroom. I am most passionate about being able to help and support others to be prepared for whatever they have going on in life, higher education, future education goals, etc. I believe that being able to support, teach, and motivate students or people in general is one of the greatest things a person can do, and it's what I'm most interested in learning how to do even better. The second question asks, what do you hope to learn throughout the program? What I am excited about and hope to learn throughout the program is how to support my students by counseling with them and supporting any mental health challenges they may be facing. I hope to learn this by further understanding mental health as a whole and how different types of trauma have an effect on students, their mental health, and their schooling. I also hope to learn and further develop my skills on how to be more culturally responsive while working in demanding environments. Currently, as a physical education teacher at a social emotional learning high school in downtown Los Angeles, I do my best to support my students in every way possible. So many of my students are facing so many different types of challenges like homelessness, poverty, trauma, neglect at home, mental health challenges, and a lot of my students feel like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders at such a young age. Almost all my students had such a difficult journey to get to the United States. Most are new to the United States. Most have only been in school for a year or two. Majority only speak Spanish, and most of them have to work after school and on weekends to help their parents out with bills. I've tried countless ways and put in everything I can, and I will continue to do so to be there for them and offer the support they need, not only to help them understand and learn the physical education content that I am teaching them, but also to hopefully brighten up their day and try to help them with their life challenges that make school more difficult. And if I can further understand mental health and trauma and how it impacts students, I feel like it will benefit me and develop my skills to be a better teacher and be more successful at supporting my students, especially those in demanding environments. The final question asks, what do you imagine will be your contribution to the field, and how will you work with others to provide them with helpful mental health services? I imagine and want my contribution to the field as an educator to be an everlasting contribution. Just because I'm a physical education teacher does not mean my students are limited to only being able to learn about PE from me. I want my students to benefit and learn from me as much as they can in all aspects of life. I hope to develop the skills needed to help my students with mental health challenges by continuing to learn and deepen my understanding of mental health. With that, I hope to be more successful when working with students and providing them with helpful mental health services like continuing to have one-on-one interventions with my students and continue to create a safe and supportive learning environment. I will do my best to continue to try to be a role model to my students and build relationships with every single one of them, while continuing to integrate social emotional learning strategies. I want to leave a positive, life-lasting impact on my students and help them in any way possible. I wish my students knew how much I think and care about them, and how much I try to be supportive and be the best possible teacher to them. A long-term goal of mine is to hopefully have my own local high school scholarship for students who are pursuing higher education. I am someone who has benefited greatly from scholarships, and I would love to develop my own scholarship for students that come from challenging backgrounds like the one I came from growing up, and like the one my students are currently experiencing. Lastly, I would like to say thank you to the person who is viewing my video right now, reviewing my personal statement, and reviewing my application. Thank you for your time. I hope you are able to see how passionate I am about this career path, and I hope I am considered as a strong candidate for this program to become a better mental health professional and become the best possible and most supportive educator that I can be one day. Thank you. Take care.